Hey guys, it's Jody here. All right, I have got a full about 43 minutes, I think, is our playlist for your workout today. And we are going to focus on your arms and your core. So we'll do some stuff with the lower body, but I want you guys through the entire time that you're doing this workout to be thinking specifically about those areas of the body, like really being in tune with contracting, holding in, tightening, and doing all the things with your arms and your core. You will just need, I've kind of done my layout a little so you're going to see all the stuff that's in our attic right now, but I was like not showing up well when I was in my normal positioning. Anyway, you're going to need your mat or towel or some carpeted or some floor space. We will do one little bit where you will use your sturdy surface, your chair, your wall, your countertop, your back of your sofa. You could also do it on the floor, but I'm going to show you guys on being in standing position using the chair. And then for weights, if you don't have any weights, you always can use water bottles, soup cans, or just your own body. If you do have weights, I'm going to use two kinds. I'm going to use one that's a little bit heavier. So I'm going to use a 5-pound weight. Your option for that is you could, if you had two lighter weights, use just both of those in one hand. And then I'm going to use my 3-pound weights because my 1 pounds are in the car and I would use those probably. But I'm going to use my lighter set when we use both hands. And I'm probably going to have to turn this fan on because it is the afternoon and it's real thick in the heat department here. I have linked the playlist. It is bar 152 on my Spotify account. If you like to follow along, I'll tell you guys when I'm going to hit play just so it can kind of be right around the same thing. But if you want to listen to your own music, listen to your own music, and that works just as well. I just never know if Facebook's going to turn me off. So let me turn this little fan on so maybe I can get a little bit of air circulating in here. And I may have to turn it off if it gets too loud in my head. But we will go ahead and get started. Have a smile. Get excited. Set your watches if you like to see how the burn goes with this. And we will go ahead and get ready to go. All right. I'm going to hit play in 3, 2, 1, play. All right. So our first song is Memories, if you're listening to it. I want you guys to warm up just standing with those feet hip distance apart. Pull that belly in nice and tight. Squeeze those glutes. You're just going to reach side and side. Just sliding those hands down those legs. Side, side. So making sure you're not hinging forward or leaning back. Seeing me from the side, I'm just sliding and sliding, sliding and sliding. As you start to get a little warmer, let those hands go down a little further, maybe coming all the way to your knee, maybe past. Reach, reach. 8, 7. So right now, we're doing standing oblique work. You're bending. Remember, hip bone to rib cage. You're folding over, pinching into that waistline. 4, 3, 2, 1. Stand it tall. Just reach and push, reach and push. So I'm going to look at you guys. Come a little closer. I'm not turning my whole body. I'm just reaching, reaching. This stays nice and still. Reach, push, push, push. Press that palm out against that thick air. Press. So, all the while, I've got my belly button pulled in nice and tight. Reaching and reaching. So I'm not arching, I'm not leaning, I'm not slouching. I'm holding that nice strong core. Reaching and reaching. Reaching and reaching. It's 8, 7, 6. Tiny little twist. Bringing up that waistline. 4, 3. You're going to V those arms right up overhead. Lift those knees right and left, right and left. 4, 3, 2. Pull the elbows down. So, thinking about those abs, you're reaching those knees up hip height or higher. Reach, reach. Point that toe from the side. 4, 3. You're going to hold those arms. 2, 1. Hold the arms. Kick those legs up, 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 up. Now alternate arm reaches and reaches. Tiny little chops. Tiny chops, little twist. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4 more, 3 more, 2 more, and 1. Release. Grab that one heavy weight. All right. I'm going to hold it in my right arm to start. Back to that parallel stance. Just hammer curl up and down. So that arm is glued into my side. It's not moving. So no swinging front and back. Keeping that nice controlled movement. Up, up. So we're going to add on to this. It's going to start to fire up those biceps a little bit quicker because you've got a little bit of a heavier weight if you have it, or you're doubling up on your light weights. So if I was to use my 2 light weights, I'd have 6 pounds in my hand. I'll stick with my 5s. 4, 3, 2. You're going to add that tiny little bend down, over, curl, and bend, curl, and bend, curl, bend. Let that weight carry you down, but stay controlled. Curl, and bend. Y'all feel that bicep? Curl, curl. Eight, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Oh, my bicep. 2, 1. Hold it up and press and pull. Press and pull. Right across. Right in line with those shoulders. Pressing and pulling. Pressing and pulling. Again, if you need to lower that weight, take that weight out of the equation. Press, pull. Tiny little reach across. Reaching. That core is in nice and tight. Press. 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 8, 7, 6, 5. 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. 1 more. Hold it here. Press it up and down. Up and down. So you're bringing it right to that ear. Pressing and pulling. That arm should feel heavy. It feels like you're just floating in air on that side that's not holding that weight. Press. 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 4 more like this. And then you're going to ground into that ground with those feet. And you're going to reach that weighted hand up over the head. Reach and pull. Reach and pull. So from the side, I'm just reaching over, pulling down. Opposite hand is driving down towards those knees. 8 more. 8. Y'all feel that arm? 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Switching sides. Curl. Y'all should feel that bicep on that hand. You just were using the weight up and down, up and down. Pull that tummy in. Curl. curl, 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 curl. 8, 7, 6. You're grounding through those feet. 4, 3. You're going to add that little lean down after the curl. So it's curl and curl. Keep that elbow into your ribs. You should start to feel that bicep. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold that up. Bring that elbow up and press and pull. Press, pull, press, pull. So no turning that whole body. Keeping that torso nice and square. Pressing and pulling. Pressing and pulling. You're crossing, thinking about that core, thinking about that back as you pull that elbow back. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4 more, 3 more. Tummies in. 2, 1. Hold it here. Press it up and down, up and down. I feel like my volume's real low on my phone right now. Up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. 8, 7, 6, 5. 4 more. Then we're going overhead. 3, 2. Keep that other hand right there on your leg. Reach, reach, reach. You should feel a nice stretch in that side that's got the weight. Feel that pinch on that opposite side. 8, 7, 6. Nice and controlled, even if you're not using that weight. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release that weight. Coming down onto the mat really quick. All right? You know, I like you to kind of take a nice breath. Pull it forward as you exhale. Walk yourself out and come down onto those forearms. All right? So even if you're on your knees, that torso is nice and straight, nice and long. You look like I'm going to show you so you can see a little bit without my shirt hanging down. All right, so I'm not hanging here, I'm not up here. I just want to push back and forward. Saw back, saw forward. Heels, toes. Eight, 7, 6, 5. All right, you're going to alternate those hip dips. Left and right. Left and right. So from the front, this is what it looks like. Left and right. Even if you're on your knees, just dip those hips. As you're dipping, hold that core in tight. You're thinking about that waistline. Twist, 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 twist. 8, 4, 3, 2, hold it center. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend those knees. Push back into child's pose. Curl those toes. Walk back to those feet and roll it all the way up. All right. Whew. We are coming to wide second. So heels towards each other, toes out. Your knees are going to drop down and they're going to go out over those toes. You're sliding your back, not just your butt, your back along your imaginary wall. So remember, It's straight down. It's not hinged forward down. It's not arching our back down. It's straight down, all right? As you drop down, you think about pushing those knees back, opening up through those hips, feeling those inner thighs engaged, all right? Bring those hands up behind your head. I want you to reach over to the right side, reaching that right hand down. Lift it back to center. Now left side. And come back up to center. One more time slow. I'm going to show you from the side. Reach. Lift. Reach. Let's do that one more time, nice and slow. Reach. And up. Reach. All right, take it up. Reach. 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 That belly's in nice and tight. Reaching and reaching. Reaching. 8, 7, 4, 3. You're going to hold it to that right side and pulse, 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 pulse. Reaching down towards that toe. So, showing you guys closer. I don't know how close you can see me. I'm not leaning forward. I'm just reaching right to the side. So even if you stand taller and just have a slight bend in those elbows, you're reaching, reaching, stretching through this side, pinching through these sides. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, back to alternating. Reach, reach. So again, your break can be to straighten those legs a little bit. And then drop it right back down. Reaching and reaching. 8, 4, 3, 2, hold it, left and pulse it. So, you're working into that core. Your heart rate's going up because we've got our legs engaged and we're moving our upper body, and you're working into those legs, yes? 8, 7, drop as low as you can. I hope it's not as hot in the room you're working out in. Y'all know I love hot. 4, 3, last time, alternate. Reach, reach. All right, you're going to stay in this stance. You're just going to reach over, 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 over. Eight, 7, 6, 5, and 1. Release. Woo-wee! All right. We're coming back down into that low plank. I'm going to face you guys. So roll yourself down. Walk yourself out. Onto those forearms. You can be on your toes or on your knees. All right? I'll face you on a slight diagonal so you can see my body. So again, if you're on your knees, you're still shifted forward. That nipple line's in line with those elbows that are directly underneath your shoulders. Or you're lifting up. I want you to press those hands into the mat. Now, you may want to try this first on your knees, and then you can lift them up. Straighten that right one down. Right. 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 So you got to hold that core in, causing a little bit of instability. Working into that arm. Switch it left. Up and down. Up and down. Up. If you find yourself shifting too much, stay on those knees. 3, 2, 1. Back to the right for 4, 3, 2, Switch to the left. 4, 3. If you need to widen the stance of those feet, right for 2, right, 2, left side, left, 2, hold that plank for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend the knees, push back into child's pose. Walk those hands back, roll onto those toes. Straighten those legs and roll yourself all the way up to standing. All right, I'm going to use the chair now. Y'all see me dripping here? Okay. Whew. All right. I am going to keep a weight. So I'm going to attempt to keep my heavy weight. So you can use your heavy weight. You can use one light weight. You can use no weight. We're going to work into our lower and upper body and our core. All right, so use your support. I want you guys to have either your hand or your forearm. Your hand that's holding the weight or not is going to be up here. That outside leg's going to be your mover. I want you to have a diagonal, so it's like you start in first position with those toes out and the heels towards each other. Give yourself that stance. Soften into that standing leg. You're going to lift that leg up and down. Lift, lift, lift. Lift till you feel it catch. Think about that waistline. Now add that lower body. Lower. There you go. There's that lever. If it's too much or you need to go lighter, that might be too heavy for me. I don't want to lose my form. 2, 1. 8 more times. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4 more, 3 more, 2 more. You're going to hold that arm and leg together. Pulse that leg up, up. So, right here, if the weight's too much, you take that weight and put it with your other hand. You're reaching those fingertips down, but you're not completely bending that body over to those legs. You're reaching, so you feel that pinch from rib cage to hip bone on that outside side of the body, right? Give me 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, golly, 4. This like black gets out on me, and I don't want to. I'm going to make sure you guys still see me. 2, hold that leg up. Reach those hands down, 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 down. So little tiny crunches. If you need to drop that leg, you reach, reach. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold that there. Bring those hands so you're facing your bar. Bring that knee in. Lift that leg up and down, up and down. So from the front, this is what it looks like. Up and down, lifting. Now, this is really good for our pregnant people, all right, because you're standing up. You can be doing all of this completely upright, up and down, up. You could also come down onto your hands and knees, onto your forearms, and lifting and lowering, lifting. Hold that leg up, pulse it up. I want you thinking about pinching right here, all right? So right here at the edge where your waistline comes and meets that hip bone and goes down into the thigh, that's where you're pulsing up, up. You're not opening that hip. You're keeping your body square to the floor. Last 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Switching sides. I'm going to switch my chair. You guys can stay where you're at. You don't have to look at me. Grab that weight if you're using it. It just stays upright. Lift that leg up and down, up and down. Lift. That tummy's in nice and tight. 8, 7, 6, 5. I need my fan to just sit right on me. 4, 3, 2. Hold that leg up there. Pulse it up. That arm is just extended out to your toes. Only moving that leg. So even if you have to lower that leg, just reach over slightly. Up, 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 up. So you're squeezing outer thigh, outer glute, up, shooting that energy out through that big toe. That leg is straight up, 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 up. Last 4, 3, 2, hold it here, and reach, and reach. And again, reach and reach. Whatever feels comfortable. Reaching and reaching. You're pinching and crunching and crunching and crunching. It's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring that hand, face that chair, bend that knee with a 90 degree, lift that leg, up and down, lift and lower, lifting and lowering. So you see, I have not changed the shape of my leg. If you want to challenge yourself, put something behind that knee, up. That way you don't change that form, you keep it engaged. 4, 3, 2, hold that leg up and pulse it. Up, 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 up. 8, 7, 6, 5. That's 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. If you want to take a quick figure 4 stretch before we go down onto the floor, you can do that. One foot's going over the opposite knee, and you're sitting into it like you're going back into a chair, keeping that knee pressed out, pressed down, feeling that nice stretch in that outer glute and thigh. All right. Whew. All right. If you have a pregnant belly, back issues, a weaker core that you're really working on strengthening, something you can use is, if you have a stability ball, that works great for support. You can also roll a towel up or use a pillow. I don't have anything big enough, but I can show you how that would look. You guys know if you have a ball, you can always place that support, pillow or whatever, so as you lean back, it kind of supports your lower back. All right? I'm going to grab my weights. Optional right here. We are almost done, guys. You've done amazing. Hope you're feeling it. I'm like drenched in sweat. All right. So I'm going to have my t-shirt up here. So I want you guys to start with those knees bent, those feet on the floor. Okay, I'm trying to show you so it's from the side so you can see. My tummy's in nice and tight. I'm going to hold my weights. All right? So my feet are about parallel, about hip distance. You are going to lean back and scoop into that belly. So you kind of curl those hips up, almost like someone was doing a little C curve with your back. This is where if it becomes too much, use that support of a pillow or a towel or a ball. Those shoulders are down, palms face the ceiling. You're just going to lift those arms up and down, up and down. You can always use no weights. You want to feel that heaviness right there in the bicep. Don't let those shoulders ride up. Keep them down. Cores engaged. Up, down, up, and down. Tiny bend in those elbows. I might bring you guys down closer to me. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Give me 8 more. 7, 6, 5. I always feel like I'm up close and personal when I bring this thing down closer to me. 4, 3, 2. Hold those arms up and tiny pulses up. Up, up. I'll move you back. You can't see my face. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Sit tall. Take a little break there. Of course, my computer's going to go dark here. All right. We're going to take a break here. You're going to roll all the way down onto your back and bring those feet up. Those legs are in tabletop. So I don't want those knees over the belly button. I want you to push those toes out so you've got a nice stack from knee to hip bone right there. Bend those elbows. Press that back into the mat. You're just going to press up and down. Lift. All right? You should feel those abs engaged because that back is pressed flat on that mat. Pressing, pulling, pressing, pulling, up, up, up. Make sure as you get tired, you don't let those knees come in. Push them out. You can push them out even further if you need to. If it's too much, put those feet down and still press that back into that mat. 8 more times. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold them halfway, pulse it. Up, 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 up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Whew. All right. We're going to come back up. So, place those weights there if you're using them. Roll yourself back up. This time, you're going to sit tall. I just want you to flat back hinge. All right? So I'm going to show you guys from the front. Hopefully this doesn't look weird. Or here you go, from the angle. So I'm hinged back here. So again, you can have your support back there. Arms are here. I want you to lift that right leg up. All right? So if you see it, it's lifted just up slightly. Right arm's going to stay nice and still. Left arm and right leg squeeze in, 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 in. You've got that nice long spine so that core is engaged. Think about those inner thighs. In, in. If you need to drop that other hand and use it as a kickstand, you can. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. If you need to straighten that other leg out, squeeze, squeeze. If you need to drop that weight, in, in. So, still bicep, inner thigh on that leg that's squeezing in, and that core is nice and tight and engaged. Give me 8 more. 8, 7. Maybe if I put my chair over here, it will give me a little height, and I won't feel like I'm looking down on you guys. 3, 2. I need like my own personal cameraman. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Sit up tall. That's better. I look real bright right now, too. All right. Roll those shoulders down and hinge it back. Lift those arms. Lift that left leg. Right arm, left leg. Here we go. Squeeze. In. Here's the blackout screen. This is where I need somebody counting because I was talking to you guys so much during that one. I have no idea. I'm going to say we did 4 sets. Tiny squeeze. In. 7, 6, 5, 4. Let that core stay nice and tight. That back is nice and long. 2, and 1. Y'all feel that? All right. We're going to roll in this last little bit. All right. Rolling onto your back. One more time. I want that spine pressed in. So if you were to put your hand right here on your tummy, and then you were to press your back so it's flat pressed into the mat, you kind of see you curl those hips up. That's what I want you guys to do. You can just hold right here like that, and that core is engaged. It's almost like a plank without all the pressure on the upper body. All right? I want you to bring those arms right up over your head. Here we go. Lift those legs. Keep them together like they're one. Legs stay still right now. I want you to lower those arms. Back and in. 2. Back. 2 and in. If you need to keep them together, if you need to put the heads of them together, that back is pressed into that mat the whole time. All right, add the lower body. Back. 2, 3, 4, and lift. 2, you only go as low as you can, no arch. Those legs move as one. Nice and tight and straight. You're squeezing your $1 million check between them. Lower. 2, 3, 4, and lift. 2, 3, 4, lower down. 2, 3, 4, lifting up. 2, 3, 4, lower. Breathing lower. So the weights add a little bit more, but you can do all of this nice and slow. Nice tight arms and legs. And lift. 2, 3, 4. Lower down. 2, 3, 4. You guys should feel this everywhere. My legs are quivering. Down. 2, 3, 4. And lift. 2, 3, 4. Lower down. 2, 3, 4. And lift. 2, 3, 4. Lower down. 2, 3, 4. And lift. 2, 3. One more time. Lower. 2, 3, 4. And lift. 2, 3. Hold it. Here, reach right. And left. Right. That back is pressed into that mat. Just crossing and crossing and crossing and crossing. Reaching across. Thinking about those obliques as you twist. Opposite. Opposite. You can do all of this with no weight. One shoulder blade comes up off that mat. Those toes stay lifted to the ceiling. Legs are pulled in. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last little bit. Just pulse it up, up. If you've got your weights still, you're pressing up towards those toes. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower those arms down. Keep that back pressed into the mat. Press those palms into that floor. Lower abdominal work. You're just going to lift up and down. Lift and lower. Lift. Pressing in to the floor with those hands and arms. Up and down. If you need to bend those knees, bend those knees. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend those knees into your chest. Hug them in tight and rock yourself side to side. haven't had a hot workout like this since last time I did this for you guys. Alrighty. I want you to extend those legs nice and long. Let those arms and legs relax here for a moment. I mean, look at this. I need dry wick shirts or a stronger fan. Alright. Bring that knee in. Open it out to the side. And bring it back into the center. Cross it over to the opposite side, keeping both those shoulder blades on that mat. Bring that leg back in, extend that leg long. Draw that other knee in, open it out to the side, holding it in nice and tight. Back to the center. Cross it over to the other side. Bring it back into the center. Hug that other knee in. Hug them both in one more time. Extend those legs long. Grab behind the hamstrings or the calves and just draw those legs in. Not lifting your upper body, just kind of pulling. Relax that for a second and one more time. Try and bring it a little closer. Feel that nice stretch in the back of the legs. Bend those knees. Hands come behind those knees and roll yourself up to seated. Whew. I just want you to cross these legs. Take a nice deep breath up. And drop that one hand behind the back. Pull on that elbow slightly. And relax that side and grab the other one. Rotating side to side, up and down, spreading those hands. Let me know what you guys think about this. Also, if you're watching from somewhere else, let us know. If your gyms are open, now extend those arms, palms are up, grab one little fingertips there and pull those fingertips down. Nice stretch of that forearm and bicep. Open North Carolina opens up its gyms a little bit. These to have capacity here soon. Get a little bit of normal. And now we just take that left hand and pull on that forearm below the elbow and draw it across the chest. Exhale and switch. On that right forearm right across the chest. I mean, I am laughing, y'all. What in the world? Alright, I can no longer see myself, so I have no idea if you're going to see all of me in this, but I want you guys to come up onto your feet. I want you to spread those feet wider than hip distance, elbows right there in the nook of your knee, and just rock side to side. Pressing those palms into the floor mat. Pressing into the outside of those knees so you can get those inner thighs. Alright, those hands stay on that mat or floor. I want you to shoot those hips up to the ceiling, straightening those legs. Rock those hips side to side. And now heel toe those feet in. Pull that belly button in nice and tight. And slowly roll yourself up the ceiling. Yeah, I know you won't be able to see my whole head. Tucking that chin to your chest. Head's the last thing to come up. Nice deep breath. And exhale. And give yourself a round of applause. Wipe your sweat. Sorry you had to see this. And I will see you guys next time. Let me know what you think, and I hope you got a great workout. And I can't get in. Somebody find me a cameraman who can come live in my attic. All right, have a good one, guys, and I'll see you soon.